Aloha, my name is Aaron. I'm here from Rainbow Kayak Tours and Kayak Adventures to show you a basic paddle demonstration. There's a few things that we can teach you that will really help fine-tune your paddling skills and make it a lot more fun for you out there on the water. All right, to start off, this is our blade. This is a shaft, and these are called drip rings. You always want to slide your drip rings about a hand's length in from the end, just like so. To find your stance on your paddle, you're always looking for your hand stance to be just over a shoulder length apart, and you always want your hands over the top of your shaft. All right, again, you always want your blade straight down, and you always want to be looking at the concave section of your paddle. All right, so once we got our paddle in the proper orientation, just like so, our normal forward stroke should always start at our feet and end at our hip or seat back. All right, and the biggest mistake people make their first time paddling is they stab in, and instead of pushing through, which is what we definitely suggest, they stab in and they pull off the water. When you're pulling, you're only using your arm and shoulders. Much better on your body to stab in and push through. All right, that engages all those core muscle groups, and it makes it a lot better on you throughout the day. The goal here in your normal forward stroke is to stab in, push through, stab in, push through, alternate back and forth, making sure you're displacing the same amount of water on both sides of the boat, alternating back and forth from side to side. That's our normal forward kayak stroke. And both people in our tandem double kayaks will be doing that normal forward kayak stroke when they want to go in a forward motion. Kayaks do meander around though, that's for sure. And the way that you correct that is the person in the back is doing all the steering. Your first corrective stroke is what we call a sweep today. All right, so you're stabbing it at your feet again, but instead of having that high shaft angle, now you want to lower that shaft angle flat. Using your arm as the extender, taking that big wide arcing sweep stroke. The wider you displace the water away from the boat on one side, the more it's going to turn the front of your boat to the opposite direction. Next thing I want to show you is what we call a rudder. If you have forward momentum and you need to turn quickly or stop, you drag your rudder at this angle off the back of the boat. Whichever side you drag that paddle on, the boat will rip to that direction. All right, let's pull it all together now. Person in the front of the boat, your job is to set a beautiful, consistent forward stroke all day long. Doesn't have to be fast, it can be a Hawaiian pace, that's for sure. And it looks just like this. Person in the back, you got two jobs. One, following the rhythm of the person in the front in their normal forward kayak stroke. Two, you're also the navigator. You're always looking off in the distance. Before your boat gets too far off course, that's when you correct by taking a big, wide, arcing sweep stroke. And bring it back in line, hop back in the rhythm of the person in the front. If you're gonna crash into your new best friend, the edge of the river, Loch Ness Monster jumps out of the water, you wanna stop and turn quickly, make sure you use that rudder. Pull all those things together and you're gonna be paddling much more effectively. Mahalo for your time, and a hui ho.